Hey everybody, Brittany Bed here. Week 2 of BAM! Badass Moms. Just kicking ass. That's what we like to say around here. I'm going to be going live in a few minutes with my girl Devon. We co-host this amazing show. So I'm just going to wait for her. Today I'm talking about 5 tips to slay the rest of 2018. Did you have New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year? I'm sure you did. We all did. And now it's July and you're like, what the heck happened to those? I didn't really accomplish any of them. So what do I do? Do I just pretend that they don't exist? Do you want to take those bad boys on? Here comes Devon.
Hello.
Hey, honey, how are you?
Good, thanks.
I love your little scarf on your head.
Thank you.
So cute. We both went for
I
it
don't blind you. I know. This is me being you. This is my homage to your pink.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Are you ready to dive in? I did so much research on this topic. I'm so excited to dive in with you guys. If you're catching us live, type live in the comments. And if you're catching us on the replay, do us a favor, type in replay in the comments. And I'm going to get everybody to follow along. At the end, I have an experiment for you all. So I'm really excited.
I'm so excited, Brittany. I don't know where I went, but there I am. I'm so excited because I needed this. I need you. This is what I need you. I needed you to come and make me accountable for my actions, my January New Year's resolutions. I'm one of those people who feels like I'm dropping off the wagon.
It happens to all of us. And maybe you're not someone that even does New Year's resolutions, but this is a great time to start planning some goals. I mean, the summer is such a lull. No one does much of anything. So slap some goals on a list and let's dominate them. That's what I think.
Slice and dice. I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. So the number one thing that you need to do. So if you're following along with us, type number 1 in the comments for me so I know you're paying attention. Number 1, define your motivator. Most people have no idea why they want to do the things they want to do. Like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, or oh, I want to make more money. Ask yourself why. Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Why do you want to make more money? Why do you want to go back to school? Ask yourself these questions, and then once you have the answers, it's going to motivate you to propel yourself in that direction and reach those goals. Number 2.
Great. Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
So it's so funny that you said that because I was literally, I'm trying to think of how she described it, but I was listening to this podcast today and in my head, I was thinking, okay, great. I need to go back and reevaluate what is the best outcome for what happens if I complete these goals, but also what am I potentially risking if I don't? Because sometimes nothing happens. It feels like nothing happens if you don't hit these goals. So you're like, oh, well, I ate the cheeseburger. What really happened? I mean, I spent maybe some time in the bathroom I didn't intend on, but what really happened? Because you don't initially feel. It is the compounding of what doesn't happen that you feel later. So I have to go, what is actually not working for me or not happening for me because I'm not doing these things? Sorry.
No, I love that. Thank you. Number 2. So if you're following along, type number 2 for me. Make a plan. You guys, Devon, you know this. We've done the same coaching. If you don't have an action plan on how you're going to actually reach your goals, you will never reach them. It's so easy to say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, girl, what are your actions to lose that weight? Are you going to go to the gym 5 days a week? Are you going to change your diet? What are you going to do? And like I say, Devon, you've done the same trainings on this. Actions are so important than having just willy-nilly goals, right?
Exactly. I mean, when you think, oh, I want, 100 people at this new launch, this new event, or I want however many people at this birthday party. I want, like you said, it's it's knowing that if you're taking little action and in making it into bite-sized chunks of things you can do every single day that can add up, again, compound to these bigger things, then then you're going to see those results, or at least a way better outcome than if you hadn't done anything, for sure.
Right? And actions are measurable. So if you say you want to lose 10 pounds or you want 100 people at your event or whatever, putting an action plan together, say, okay, I'm going to invite 200 people, or I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. That's measurable. You know if you went to the gym 5 days a week. You know if you invited enough people or not. So it's so important to make sure that you figure out what the actions are going to be to reach your goal.
Definitely. Love that one. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
And I'm writing it down.
Write it down. I have it written down on my little notebook here. Number 3, anticipate sabotage. Right? So this is going to come mostly from yourself. I mean, it kind of depends on who's running in your circle and depending on what your goal is. Sometimes people's egos think that they're protecting you when they say mean things to you, like you can't do this, you can't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But most of the time it comes from your own brain, because our brains like safe, comfortable little like comfy beds, and they do not like change. So as soon as you decide that you're gonna start doing something new and something different, your brain just starts going crazy and goes, no, don't do it.
Super fear. And I'll tell you what, another thing that my brain started doing today. So I've been dying to get back to the gym. I've actually really been so excited about it. But I knew I've been gone a week, and I knew that I'm also kind of behind in my business, and I had certain goals I wanted to complete for my business. And while an hour doesn't feel like a lot to take away, sometimes that's really all in the day I have, especially when I want to spend time with my husband. I've been gone, all of that. So, but we all were going to the gym today. And in my head, I'm like trying to assess this. I'm like, my head is telling me, don't go to the gym because you've got work that you need to do, and you could be doing this while at the gym. Yep. But then my other brain was like, no, then you're talking yourself out of working out because you said you wanted to work out. And I was trying to figure out which part of me am I sabotaging? Am I sabotaging my business, or am I trying to sabotage my health? What am I trying to do here? So I'm like, finally, I'm like, you know what, girl? You're going to that freaking gym. You said you're going to do it, and you're going to find something to do that is also productive simultaneously. Listen to the podcast. That's going to help propel you when you get back from the gym, which it did, and give me the energy to keep working and motivation to keep going for the goals that I already had set in place. So I was like, I just have to do both. But it was like that thing where I'm like, I know I'm doing something here. Something's happening to me. I'm questioning it. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. And what do so has that ever happened to you?
Okay, so I got a new planner. I don't know if you saw me posting about my new Erin Condren planner. And I got it to do like, oh yes, I got it like an hourly. So I was like, I'm channeling like my inner HQ. And although I cannot get up at 4:30 in the morning, I was like, I'm gonna get up at 5:45 today, and I'm gonna work out, and then I'm gonna get the kids organized, and I'm gonna work on my business for like 3 hours, and then I'm gonna be able to play with the kids. I'm not gonna be freaking out that I didn't get enough done in my business. I'm gonna do some trainings and some personal development. And last night before I even went to bed, I was like, this is a terrible idea. I'm already tired tomorrow. But I did it. I was like, shut up, brain. We're doing this.
And how did it feel? Did it feel good?
Or it felt so good. Right now? This is like the longest day of my life, though, I think. Like, it's never ending.
Yeah, because it's like 9:40 your time. All right, well, great. Right. So number 4.
Number 4, you guys, write it down. So there's actual science behind writing stuff down, which is like really intense. So like, take notes, you guys. I love science. You guys know me. So you're 42% more likely to achieve a goal if it's written down. And the science behind it is that We all know that our brains are divided into right and left hemispheres. When we're thinking about goals and dreams, like, I want a big house, I want to lose 10 pounds, and you're like picturing your super sexy fit body, right? Or like your Maserati in the garage and all this great stuff. This is the right side of your brain. It's the imagination side of your brain. So as long as you keep it as a thought, it's going to stay in that imagination center and just be like a little dream for you, some entertainment. But as soon as you write it down, you start engaging the left side of your brain, which is the logical side. And when you engage the logical side of your brain takes your dreams way more seriously. Like, what? I love that. How intense.
I know, and I'm like sitting here thinking, as a performer, it's strange to have the thought that like maybe I'm not spending enough time in the right side of my brain. Like as far as, you know, dreaming enough, big enough, like having these dreams that are actually worth taking action for.
Yes. Girl,
So
use that right side and then use that left side. Just trade them off.
I'm thinking what it'd be like. Now I'm like imagining a beautiful like Halloween costume. I don't know why.
Draw it and then make it.
I'm gonna draw it. This like hemisphere Halloween costume. I don't know.
So number 5, the very last tip, you guys. This is the scariest part. Tell people your intentions. Now, I'm not talking like making small talk. I'm talking like manifestation. As soon as you put it out to the world, hey, you guys, I'm going to get up at 5:45 in the morning and work out because I want to lose 10 pounds, and then I'm going to spend 3 hours on my business. People are watching now. So you're not only going to let them down, but you know that when people are watching you, you're more likely to succeed because you don't want other people to see you fail. It's a good way to hold yourself accountable that way.
I agree. And it is hard because you know sometimes, or you think sometimes, or you fear sometimes. And this is also a really good way to indicate to yourself what kind of stories you're telling yourself. Because if you are not aware of the stories you're telling yourself, imagining yourself telling other people what your dreams are will sure as heck tell you what your stories are, like what your fears are, and who you're afraid of.
Yep.
But I heard something from someone once that it's like, why are we so afraid of people who are afraid of the same thing? And like they're afraid of people. They're telling, they're, what they want, or they were at one point and they got over it to get where they are, or they always will be. We'll always feel that to a certain degree. It just really depends. But, we hold ourselves back from this potential threat of what people might think. Yeah. But people's thoughts don't pay my bills, and I wish they did, because maybe my bills would be taken care of, but they don't. So the more you can let go of that, man, the more freeing it feels. I can tell you that right now.
Absolutely. So those are my 5 tips, and I've got a sweet experiment for you guys. I'm gonna start doing it this week. It's 1 week long. Devon, I hope you do it too.
I'm down. I'm writing it down right now.
So for the next 7 days, you guys, every morning, I want you to write down your goals and your dreams in the following 4 areas, okay? Your health and your relationships, love and relationships, your vocation. So if you don't know what vocation is, what you think your purpose is or your calling is. And the 4th one is time and financial freedom. I want you guys to go big on this. I don't want you to be like, oh, like, I want to go to the movies this weekend. Like, no. Go big or go home. Like, go right outside the box. And the reason that I want you to do this, answer the exact same 4 questions every day for 7 days, first thing in the morning, is that 2 things are going to start happening to you. You're going to get clarity on your goals and why you want them, but it's also going to shift your focus. putting that much effort into your dreams every single day for a full week, you're going to start noticing the people around you, positive, negative opportunities, things like that. Your whole focus is going to shift so that you're more in tune on your goals. So I hope you guys will take me up on this sweet challenge. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, and come and we'll add the link again to our group. Come into our group and we'll keep ourselves and you will help keep each other accountable and answer any questions over there, so that we can check in and, you know, potentially even share our results next week would be a great thing to do.
Yes, so much fun. Let's do it.
I love this. This was awesome. Such an awesome topic, Brittany. Great job. And thank you for doing the work on this and sharing it with us and everyone.
Nope.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you everyone that's tuned in. Like Devon said, we have a sweet group. Bam. Badass Moms. So if you want in the group, we're going to post a link below, and then all of our videos get dumped into the group. Today we're having a conversation about car seat backpacks, like all kinds of stuff that has to do with being a mom, and basically just kicking ass and killing at life and momming and everything that has to do with it.
Appreciate it. Yes, girl. Bam it out. And I'll see you next week.
All right, babe. Mwah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye.